Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brad. Every week there is a massive amount of comics to hit the shelves, and we're going through giving you a top 10 of the comics I'm looking forward to. Comics, manga, and graphic novels I'm looking forward to in this coming week in what we're calling the Comic Splash Zone. So, kicking things off, we're going to be going in alpha order. Don't read anything into the order. Kicking things off is Batman and Robin Year 1, number 4. Overall, the series has just been top-notch writing, art, everything about it. This is going to go down as a modern classic. Just a fantastic Batman story in early years with Batman and Robin. Can't recommend it enough. Every issue has been fantastic by Mark Waid and Chris Samney, who are just putting on a masterclass as far as comic creation. This one seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. Behemoth, number 1, published by Dark Horse. Kaiju stories, there's tons out there, and they tend to just be how do you fight giant monsters, or giant monsters fighting giant monsters, or robots fighting giant monsters. This one's a little bit different in that a bus full of people are eaten by a giant monster, and they are attempting to escape the giant monster. So what is inside the kaiju? It is an awesome concept. I feel like we've seen this before, but I'm not 100% sure. I know it was at least a board on Astrobots. But just the concept seems fun, original, goofy, just entertaining. I'm looking forward to it. So it's by Grant Sputtor, Ryan Angle, and Jay Martin. After that, we got Destroy All Humans. They Can't Be Regenerated, Volume 2. It's published by Viz Media. For those who checked out my review of the first volume, it's a manga about Magic the Gathering, like literally playing Magic the Gathering. There's some weird things about, like, hints about the end of the world, which I can't quite figure out yet. But at its heart, it's about playing Magic the Gathering. And Volume 2 takes us to a tournament in Japan in the summer of 1998. I'm fascinated by this. Like, I'm really, really fascinated by this. There's been tons of Magic the Gathering comics, but none about playing Magic the Gathering beyond this that I know of. It's by Katsura Izzy and Takuma Yokoto. Feral, number 9, Image Comics. Everyone who has paid attention to our videos knows I love this series. This was on my best of list for the previous year. Things have gotten tense. Elsie and Gigi got caught and are living in the horror that is the cat lady's house. They need to get the hell out of Dodge. That's what it comes down to. It is like a cult-like house. Yes, they're sort of protected from the rabid animals on the outside, but they've discovered there's this room with God knows what's inside, and of course, dead animals under couches. It is a horror within horrors, and I can't wait for this issue. This is the penultimate issue of the second volume. The series has been amazing. It's just basically a zombie story with cute animals, and rabies is the disease, by Tony Fleeks, Trish Forstner, and Tone Rodriguez. G.I. Joe number 3 by Skybound. Tons of action, part of the Energon universe. The first 2 issues have kept up the energy and shown G.I. Joe isn't the well-oiled machine at this point that we know, and it's been kind of fun to see them try to get their act together. Cobra, on the other hand, is also not quite well-oiled, but they seem to be a bit more organized than G.I. Joe, and they're trying to find a new ally. I want to know who the new ally is. The series has been awesome. It's a great relaunch of the classic property, tied into Transformers and Void Rivals. It's freaking awesome. By Joshua Williamson, Tom Riley, and Jordi Belair. I still think I mispronounced his name. Whatever. Joshua Williamson. Why is that so difficult to say? Whatever. We're doing this live. Green Lantern Fractured Spectrum by DC Comics, number 1. I'll be honest, I haven't kept up with Green Lanterns for quite some time, and this seems to be kicking off the next chapter of the Green Lanterns. And they've got this concept of fractal lanterns, which sounds awesome. It's like beings that manifest the uncontrolled parts of the emotional spectrum, and Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps needs to form again to go deal with this. It just sounds like a really cool concept and idea. I'm diving in at this point. I'm going to get back into Green Lanterns. I used to be really into it back in the day when they went like 3 billion different variations of them. We'll see if this can kind of like capture some of that feeling. It's by Jeremy Adams and V. Ken Marion. Next up, we got Origin Volume 8 by Vertical Comics. This series has been fantastic. At its heart, it's about this android that looks like a human that's trying to just live his life. That was like the last command he was given by his creator. He has gotten some new commands, one of which is to protect a coworker whose life been threatened. There's also these other advanced androids who look human that are out to try to go kill Origin. And then also, like, there's this super intelligent AI that's running around. That's all part of this now. It's an awesome, awesome series that really kind of is an examination of what it is to be human and what it is to have, like, free will and choice and all that. It's just, every volume gets better and better, and the art's absolutely fantastic. By Boichi, go check it out. If you're into manga and, like, action and androids and robots, stuff like it's primo stuff. Next up, we got Space Ghost number 9 by Dynamite. And shouldn't be a shock that this is on the list. This was also one of my top comics of 2024. Previous issue had Space Ghost going up against Metalis, this villain who basically whipped Space Ghost, but it really feels like a villain who is Space Ghost on the ropes, and we're not quite sure how he's going to get out of this. So, awesome villain, amazing art. I mean, check out that cover art. Like, it's kind of hard not to dig this series. Just top-notch writing, just top-notch everything. It's a hell of a series. Go check it out. By David Pepose and Jonathan Lau. I think some of the best cosmic superhero storytelling that's out there right now. Some of the best superhero storytelling out there right now. Just great stuff. Next we got a debut. We got Ultimate Wolverine number 1. Really shouldn't be a shock that this is on the list. I mean, do I really need to go pitch this one? It's Ultimate Universe. It's Wolverine, who's being called the Winter Soldier and is controlled by the Rasputins and Omega Red and is a tool for their, like, kingdom. How can you not want to check this out? The tease that we got in the first year Ultimate Comics comic was really, really good. I'm excited to see what the hell we're getting with this first issue. By Chris Condon and Alessandro Capuccio. And wrapping things up, our number 10 is You Won't Feel a Thing, number 1 by DSTLRY, or published by DSTLRY. It's Scott Snyder reuniting with Jock. I mean, that alone should get you to check this out. And it's about an alien detective whose past comes back to haunt him. He's got a brain tumor, he's in a retirement home, and the serial killer that he dealt with in the past might be back. That's right there, selling point. I mean, the concept sounds awesome, and then you got a hell of a team putting that together. So there you got it. We got 10 comics to check out this Wednesday. Go hit up your local comic book shop. Go support them, and I have a feeling we'll be reviewing a lot of these, and excited to see what they bring this Wednesday. But of course, if you want more than that, we'll be probably reviewing and doing more than just those. You can check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, Blue Sky, all that stuff, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.